Okay. Good evening, everybody. Peace and blessings to everyone. Tonight I'm coming with you all with a video, about protective magic. So the ancestors have been on me about teaching this, and so tonight I finally got some props together after I couldn't really find what I was looking for to use. So I just I've been improvising and putting this stuff together, and so I'm going to go over some ways to protect yourself and your family. And so I guess take out some notepad, some pen and paper, and pay attention. So basically what I did was I got a pair of socks, right? I really was looking for dolls, and I could not find any little dolls. What people used to do, you can even take stick figures, but I don't even live in an area where there's sticks around. So I was like, let me just improvise and stop holding the video back. So basically I just put some rice in here for the heads. Y'all see that, and then the body. These are my dolls. All right. So dolls, what you want to do. So this protective magic, you can use this to protect yourself. In other words, like a voodoo doll. But not like a voodoo doll in a sense. This is just for protection. We're not talking about other things right now. Let's just say you're a single mother and you worried about your son during these times. This is why they're telling me to put it out specifically for parents to protect their children. So even if you have more than one child, this is why I really wanted to find like some small dolls, but I couldn't find any. Anyway, I'm just using these socks. You get the point. I'm taking these socks, right? This is mom, this is my son. And so basically you would take your doll's dress and roll it back, right? Inside, you're going to put the belongings of the person. Actually, it works really well if you have a sock. This is kind of cool. So I'm going to do this in a cute way. You can use like the felt type of mojo bag. That's the only thing I forgot to sit over here. I have a little plastic bag, so that's what I'm going to use. So this is my braiding hair, but y'all get the point. Take the person's hair or a close belonging of theirs, like their toothbrush or something like that. Whatever it is, you are personifying the sock, regardless of who the sock belongs to. You get what I mean? This is the personal object of the person, if that makes sense. And so what I'm going to do is take the hair, right, and inside the bag I'm going to put protective herbs. And so there are some pretty accessible ones that I have sitting here. Wait, I think they're pretty accessible. I have star anise. They look like this. I'm trying to get real in here. They look like this, and I don't know, this is probably like 99 cents in the grocery store. It looks like that. You're gonna take that, right, stick it in there with the hair. There's some other herbs. I'm not gonna pull every single thing out, but I'm gonna let you see it. This is my mugwort that I keep in this jar. Mugwort is very, very, very protective herb. I like it because it's super versatile. It's funny, it looks like wheat, and it actually smells like wheat when you burn it, when you smoke it and stuff. It will keep you very, very, very chill and relaxed, but it does not get you high. You just will simply relax. However, it's great in money spells, and it's really great for protection. So that's mugwort. So star anise, mugwort. The other thing that I have here that they wanted me to pull out is the juniper berries. So open up these. They're small. Oh my god, I can't really hold this up to the camera. They like that. They look like a peppercorn. Okay. I got this at like a Botanica where I used to live at. They are very, very, very good for protection. Very good for protection. And also they're used as a smudge. Now you don't want to smudge all the time with this is very strong. It like knocks out everything. They use these in exorcisms. That's how strong it is. It's stronger than sage at driving out negative energies and bad spirits. So there's some extra knowledge for y'all, right? That's how strong it is. You don't want to consume it. It can be poisonous. So I'm just putting that out there. And then one of my absolute favorites is Angelica root. I think I put this in every bit of protection, anything that I do. They also use this in exorcism, sorry, Angelica root. And I hope you can see it there. I got this somewhere else where I used to live at. So for the video's sake, I want to take some of these juniper berries. You don't have to like use a bunch of stuff to protect, but you get the picture. I might take 3 juniper berries or whatever. What I like to do, especially, I like to do things in a number of 3s when it comes to spells. So just because I'm weird like that, I'm taking the 2 out and leaving 3. Also, something that you might want to do is using protective crystals, which is 2 of the easiest and most accessible ones that to get are, of course, quartz. This is my favorite piece of quartz. And then you got black tourmaline. Black tourmaline not only protects, but it also gets rid of negative energy. Same thing with quartz. You got those 2. If you want to go a little bit further, if you have access to it, I have snakeskin in a bottle here. Also, let me just say, like, all of this stuff, you can really find it on Etsy. That's what makes it cool. That's where I got my snakeskin, because I don't live in an area where I'm about to go look for a snake in the first place. But I wanted the skin. One is like my animal totem, but also for protection around me. So if I really wanted to, which I'm not going to touch it because I don't know, it's like sacred to me. I keep it inside of a bottle. But I could take off a piece and put it inside of the bag as well. So that's like your physical protection. Then I would take this if I was going to do all of that. I'd take my quartz. I'd take my little piece of hair, all of that, stuff it in that bag, roll it out, right? I might wrap it and do the same with the other one. If you've got, let's just say you got more than one child and you want your children to stay together, bind them. So you're going to take a piece of string and just wrap it like that. But like I said, for the purpose of the demonstration, this is mother and child. So you put the protective herbs on your child to keep them safe when they're out in the street, when they're out protesting right now, when things are looking, you know, kind of bleak. Protect your child like that. It's simple magic. Keep this, you take this, and you know, the cool thing about it being a sock is you can just kind of wrap it up and keep it right in your sock drawer like this. Maybe that's why they really wanted me to keep this prop like this, because you would never think twice about unrolling somebody's sock in the drawer, especially if you're the mom, right? Or a parent in general. And it keeps your child bond to you. It keeps your, actually it keeps whoever you want bonded to you. It keeps them safe. It keeps you together. That's part of what they wanted me to speak about. Secondly is, damn it, I thought I put like a little mojo bag over here. Hang on a second. I don't know where I put it yet. And I got a whole bunch of stuff around looking for everything. I'm not gonna look anymore. Let me do this. So what you might do for further protection, right? What you might do is take a root. This in particular is by Hydron root, which I have not dressed. I haven't done anything with yet at this point. What you want to do is get a root in particular. If you can get a whole angelica root and hold it on you to bind inside of the sock or bind you with someone else, that's better. Hydron isn't used for protection like that, but that's just what I have in a whole root at this point in time, so that's what I'm using for purposes of the video. Okay, Hydron isn't used for that, but you want to take your root and you want to get some blessing oil. So this is my this is actually blessing on blessings, and this is what I created. The reason I call it blessing on blessings is because it doesn't just protect, it also attracts money to me. So that's me, that's my purposes that I use it for. But I would take this oil. You can order you some blessing oil. You can get a pastor to pray over your oil. Do whatever you want. Take your oil, rub it on your hand, take your root and anoint your root and keep that root on you. Let me just tell you, as parents that are trying to keep your children safe, I feel like the ancestors are really saying that they hear y'all crying about the safety of your children. Dress your child with the root. Dress your root and put it on your child, whether it's in their book bag, whether it's in their wallet, whether they keep it in their pocket. Let them know the importance of keeping their mojo bag on them. And there's talking about how protective, I'm like channeling for a second. They're talking about how protective mother's love is, how protective a father's love is for them. That even if you have blessed a root and put that root on your child, on their person, they are protected in your love. They're protected in your desire for their safety. When you do that to the root after you've blessed it, right? There's a couple of scriptures that you want to use. So I don't know what y'all know about hoodoo, but the Bible plays a big part in it, right? So my absolute favorite scripture that I would use whenever I feel like I have an enemy around me, and it works very well. It works so well, let me tell you, like before I ever even so much as had a spiritual awakening, I was using this in a witchy way and didn't know about it. Somebody close to me was just messing with me, gossiping against me, just constantly treating me wrong and all this other kind of stuff, and I was in no position to do anything about it. And I got to the point where I got tired of being tired, and I was just like, you know what? Psalms 110, right? It says, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. And I literally just kept saying it over this person. Let me tell y'all, like 10, 12 years later, this person is still binded by that scripture. From me saying it so much back then. Every time they did something to me, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to sit at the right hand of the Lord my God until you are at my footstool. And I watched that person crumble in front of me. And so it's super powerful. I love Psalms, and I've always loved Psalms, right? That's really powerful for protection. If you have a known enemy to use against them. But we all collectively have an enemy right now. And so that's what makes that scripture real potent. Let me screw my thing on before I forget about it and knock it over. But the one that they really wanted me to share for multi-purpose right now is Psalms 27, which is, oh my goodness, I always forget how it starts every time. Oh yeah. Okay, so Psalms 27, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? That one. You don't need to use the whole thing. I don't know why I be forgetting it when I want to say it. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked advanced against me to devour me, and it is my enemies and my foes who stumble and fall. Though an army besiege me, and my heart will not fear, though war break out against me, even then will I be confident. Oh, this is the New International Version. I like King James Version, but whatever. I had Googled it real quick. You get the picture. It allows no harm to come against you. Oh yeah, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's another one that's quite powerful for protection. Whatever it is, you want to bless your root with some sort of powerful scripture. Those are just popular and powerful, right? Also, let me just add on inside the bag that I put inside of this sock, if you want to place a small scripture or place a petition to a deity or a spirit as well for protecting your child, you can put that inside of the bag and keep that, inside of the bag and keep that wrapped up in it. You could write one of those scriptures out that I just mentioned. So let me just say that again. It's Psalms 110 and Psalms 27. You can write that on like a little sticky note or whatever, fold that up, put it in this bag, wrap this up. Yo, these socks are cool. I totally didn't understand why they were telling me to use socks as a prop, and it like makes perfect sense. Nobody's ever gonna open this. That's really cool. But anyway, that is the purpose of the video. And if y'all like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if there's other topics that you want to talk about, other things that you want to learn. For now, have a good night.